All right. Well, this is our second one of these, and we're doing the second one because we had good results of people who watched the other video, and we're going to go
Hmm.
straight to it. And I feel we want to do these videos with no fluff. I want to guide people in the right direction about what it takes to really get healthy, lose weight, be in shape, whatever your goals are, right? I mean, some people losing weight isn't the guide to healthy. Like, not everybody needs to lose weight. Some people want to be
Yeah.
healthy. But
Yeah.
for a majority of people, their first healthy thing they need to do is lose weight, right? Um, it's funny. I had a client reach out to me and say that they went to their doctor, and their doctor says in their notes, they read their notes in their portal, and it said needs to lose weight, and they had no idea what this person's journey has been like.
Yeah.
Mike Wines were like, "Wow, way to treat the number, not the person." This person has made unbelievable strides in weight loss and healthy in the last year and a half. And
Yeah.
so demoralized to see the doctor chart needs to lose weight. God, okay, how? Why? Do you know my story? Like that was a little bit frustrating, but
Oh, for sure.
I
We
digress.
can save talking about doctors for another
Yeah.
time.
That gets me yelled at by doctors on
Heated.
Facebook. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
But
But
we're going to talk about consistency and compliance. We've been sharing a whole lot of results
mhm.
recently. And results for some people can be great. They can motivate some people and they can discourage some people.
Yeah.
But I need to be honest. And we really need to be honest here about what it takes to get in shape. There are a whole lot of coaches out there that are like, "Oh, you can do it and you don't it doesn't have to be hard. It can do this. We just change this." I feel like they try to get some people and yes, you can live a normal life. I
Yeah.
talked to your friend Kelsey today. I saw Kelsey at the gym. Right when you sent me your those
Yo.
her
Yeah.
right when you sent me her pictures, I walked up the gym and she was sitting right at the top of the stairs. And I said, I just got your pictures, like literally from Gray at 6:30 this morning. And I was like, she's like, I haven't been miserable. I've been
No.
I've had to work hard, but I've never felt deprived.
Yeah.
And I was like, you
Yeah.
look unbelievable. Like
Yeah.
her results, and maybe when I'll put this video up, I'll go edit
Put
it.
her picture. Yeah.
So I'll be contacting you how to do that tomorrow. Um,
Yeah.
she looks amazing. So what we got
Dude.
on was this conversation, me and Gray, of wow, we need to really be honest with people about what it takes. Because there's a quote I've thought about. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person, and you can't say the
Hmm.
right thing to the wrong person. It's either your time that you're disgusted enough with your health or your current situation that you start seriously making changes. Stop making excuses, because here's the deal: your life will be better. You will feel better, move better, sleep better. Everything improves when you improve your health.
Hmm.
So we're going to go over 6 things that you to give you an idea about what it takes. Manage your expectations. One is we have to be honest. And we have to be honest about the fact that you're going to be a little bit uncomfortable. You're going to have to say no to some foods. You're going to have to talk about changing some of your time zone, like your time, what you do. You might have to watch less TV,
Yeah.
right? You might have to get up 45 minutes early. But here's what I do know. There are people that have 4 kids, a job, right? It's hard.
Hmm.
Doesn't mean you can do like workout 4 days a week and go for all these walks, but you can do something.
Yeah.
You can change how you eat.
Right.
So we have to be honest. That's the first thing. There is sacrifice. Would that be fair to say?
100%. Yeah. I mean, like, I think that is a lot of people's issues is that they lack honesty with themselves. 100%. Like a lot of the time it comes down to like actually taking the time to reflect on the things that you're doing. And a lot of people will tell you like, "Oh, I don't have time," but they spend countless hours doing some bullshit thing. Whatever. Like there's just a billion excuses people tell themselves and they may not even realize that they're actually like falling victim to those excuses, but they are.
Yeah.
So brutal honesty is absolutely number one. Like what can you change? What can I do different?
They say they don't have time, but they binge watched uh their favorite
Game
TV,
of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Whatever.
I don't even
Whatever.
I don't even know, right? They binge watch Game of Thrones in 3 days, right?
Yeah.
So we're being on number one, honesty. It's going to take some
Mhm.
sacrifice. It's simple, but it's not easy.
Yeah.
You go,
Sacrifice being too, like it doesn't, sacrifice and restriction to me are not the same thing. Sacrifice to me is saying no more often than you would say yes,
Mhm.
but it's not only saying no and it's not only saying yes. But sacrifice is like, hey, I'm going to be 30 minutes late to getting drinks after work with friends because I got to go to the gym.
Yes.
Or sacrifice is like, you know what, I'm going to steer clear of that area of this holiday party because I don't need to eat those things. Or
Yeah.
sacrifice is, I'm not going to drink tonight because it's not benefiting me.
Mhm.
But it doesn't mean that you have to quit cold turkey.
Yeah.
It's just saying like, hey, it doesn't align with my day this week, but in a week, yeah, like that'd be great. Whatever.
My side might be vegetables and rice and not macaroni and cheese,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
one is be honest. Number two, what does dieting look like? How long does it take to see real change? Manage how long you look at it here, right? I tell people we don't need to be in a good big caloric deficit for more than 12 to 16 weeks.
Yeah.
Be that because that can mess with you hormonally. You move less, your body moves less. Um, your hormones can be affected, your metabolic rate changes, and you just keep thinking the answer is less and less and less and less calories.
Yeah.
Right?
Nope.
That's not the answer. Um,
Mm-mm.
but you doubled down on that and you said you need to commit to this thing for a year.
Yeah. Well, because dieting for 4 to 5 or for 4 to 5 months, whatever, 3 to 4 months, you might see fat loss goals, but you're not going to have the long term healthy habit build
Yeah.
in 4 months. You're not going to go through a period of maintenance and learn how to actually eat at maintenance in 4 months. Like a year to me, you've got 4 quarters. And during those 4 quarters, you can kind of focus on different things at different times. So, like when you see Kelsey's picture, this is who we are talking about earlier, that's been my client now for 11 months. We went through a deficit into maintenance. We had a really big period of working on sleep and low stress. And now we're back on a cut again. So, like, it really has been these phases throughout the year, but she has gotten smaller and smaller. And I mean that in a good way. Like, she's gotten smaller and smaller, but she's also put on a good deal of muscle. And that's the biggest thing for me. Like, she's muscular. She's not just thin. She didn't just lose a bunch of weight. She lost fat, like, truly. And to do that, you have to go in phases and you have to work on cuts, maintenance, lifting heavy, and sleep and non-stress activity. Have to. So yeah, a year for me is like, that's slow and sustainable.
I'll put up a picture here too, which is of a guy, Philip. Philip lost 0 weight in 12 weeks. But I show his pictures to friends and I'll be like, what do you think he lost? He goes 15, 20 pounds. He lost 0 weight
Yeah.
in 12 weeks. You know what I loved? That his next question after 3 months of weight loss goes, hey man, now what do I do? So we bumped him up to maintenance calories, which was 3,100 calories. We got him he lost weight on about 24 to 2,500 calories.
Yeah.
So we bumped him up to 3,100. Okay. Got a very active job. And we put him on a different workout plan. And he'll hit me up and be like, dude, I'm losing weight again. Well, let's go up in calories. Like, let's go through that.
Yeah.
Let's find out what their maintenance is. You put on a lot of muscle. You are now a calorie burning machine, right? Like, instead of saying burn more calories by exercise and eating less, why don't we say I can make your body burn 800 more calories by building some muscle?
Mm-hmm.
Boy, I really like being able to eat 800 calories more a day and feeding my body
Just being muscular.
than just
Yeah.
being
Not.
restricting, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So number one, you have to be honest. Number two, 12 to 16 weeks, but commit to a year, right? Number three, the biggest one in the world, we both agree this needs to be a big one. What is actual consistency? What does it mean to be actually successful with what you're doing? Here's what it's not. Man, I'm great, but I suck on the weekends.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm great, but I can't figure out dinner. No, I know those are things we need to work towards, but that's not success.
Right.
You say success is 80 to 90%.
Mm-hmm.
What does that look like? You track over a month.
Mhm.
What does that look like?
So 80 to 90% of 30 to 31 days is like 25 to 28 days of nailing it and
Mm.
like really nailing it. And so like I have, when I do track my clients, like their compliance calendar, I have a grace range. I have a grace range of about 100 calories, 10 to 15 grams of fat and carbs, 5 to 10 grams of protein. I have a grace range because those numbers aren't going to be perfect regardless when you track them. You're going to have a little bit of here and there, like again, weekly budget. We're looking at over 7 days versus just day to day.
Yeah.
But of those 30 to 31 days, 25 to 28 days, you're nailing your nutrition. You're getting at least 3 workouts in. You're getting your activity in every day. So we've talked about that before, like your step count, whatever your step count goal is. You're not sitting on your butt all day. You're sleeping well at night. Like most of the month, you're performing.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And there is grace range in there. I tell people 100 or 200 calories
Mm-hmm.
around that in protein, being around your numbers. And I get some people like, oh, I missed my protein by 5 grams. I'm like, bro, you're all right. Right.
Fine.
Like,
How we go?
like
Yeah.
that number is subjective anyway. We're probably within 10 or 20 grams of protein on either side, depending on your muscle protein synthesis and your stomach and the kind of protein you're getting in your meals, right?
Yep. Yeah.
But we have to be honest with people. You're not getting results because you're not following the plan. And there's actual research on that. The number one most common thing with people who are not losing weight in research is not the kind of diet they're on. If all things are equal, like calorie intake, they don't succeed because they're not following the plan.
Right.
That's the number one reason.
Yeah. And a big reason I do keep the monthly compliance calendar is like I like to spy on my clients, obviously. But at the end of the week, like I normally check them Monday, Tuesday, like Thursday, Friday. I have so many clients that will track breakfast, lunch, and snacks and totally forget about dinner. Totally forget. And I try my best to remind them, but that's an incomplete day to me because you didn't put your dinner in.
Yeah.
And even if you stayed like within your calorie range and you still didn't track it, like that's great. But majority of the time, that's not going to happen that way. That's an incomplete day to me. That's not consistency.
Here's the number one reason I hear people that have trouble with dinner is if they cook for a family, they're like, I made chili for the family. I don't know how to track all those things. You know what I do?
Yeah.
I say, go to Wendy's and type in Wendy's on your phone. Type in Wendy's chili. Enter it in. It's not perfect, but it's about
It's
that.
something.
It's something, right?
Yeah.
Do you have to measure every single like piece of celery and corn and beet? No. But like if you go to a friend's house and they cook you steak and vegetables and rice, guess. Go to Outback. What's a 6-ounce steak and it doesn't have to be perfect, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
If you eat chicken noodle soup at the house because somebody made you a cup of chicken noodle soup and they got it out of the fridge because they cooked it yesterday, use Progresso chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
Right?
Get familiar with these things. A lot of the time they're all pretty similar in calories unless somebody has used like a whole can of cream or whatever.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A thing I tell my clients, if you're cooking for more than yourself, make it a recipe inside of your MyFitnessPal. It does the work for you.
Yeah.
It literally, like all you do is bulk enter the ingredients. If you're using 12 ounces of ground turkey, you put 12 ounces in. However many potatoes, whatever you're using, put the weight of that in. It will literally divide it for you if you put it serves 4.
Yeah.
It takes a little bit of time, but do you want results or do you not?
Yeah.
That's my no sympathy.
That goes back to there's going to be some sacrifice here.
Correct.
And we're not saying
sacrifice 5 minutes,
right? I'm not asking you to go to a family cookout on Sundays and bring your own food and bring chicken.
Yeah.
I'm not asking that. But that's not what we're saying. But work with us and we'll help you navigate that.
Yeah.
Exercise.
So like,
go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say for those examples, because I know that kind of stuff is coming up soon. That's when you allot calories for those days. So like I have a client that just went to New York for the weekend. Obviously, she's going to want to go and have fun in New York. Go enjoy the food. I don't expect you to eat a salad every day from like when you're in New York. So Monday through Thursday or Monday through Friday leading up to that trip, you come off your calories a little bit, save up for the weekend, track what you can, be mindful and order with, your vegetable and your protein in mind so that we're staying at least somewhat mindful throughout the weekend. There are ways to navigate that. It's just ask for help, allot calories. Like there are definitely ways to do it so that you don't feel like you're having to track everything or that you're having to be like super strict.
Yeah.
But that's not an excuse
I
to
told
me.
Kelsey today, because I showed her my my days in a row of tracking,
Yeah.
and she's like, and I was like, but you need to understand, I'm not dieting. I'm just being mindful, and it's actually helped me eat more variety of foods
Yeah.
because I realized that like those bad foods that I think are bad really aren't that bad.
Right.
Because I really like the flexible dieting for me, like the flexible dieting for me. Number 4, what does exercise look like? Lifting weights is the priority, right? Lifting weights, building muscle, that is the cheat code. Not, I just burned 600 calories in my boot camp class.
Yeah.
Doesn't care. I don't care. I can show you how to be more efficient for 600 calories and make your body an actual stove of calorie burning by lifting weights, as opposed to doing a bunch of cardio boot camp and 1,000 calories a day. Okay.
Yeah.
If I put muscle on you, and my rule is now with women specifically, my first 2 to 3 months, I'm focusing on building muscle and eating protein.
Yeah.
And fat comes off.
Yeah.
Right. But like you said earlier before we got on this call, it's got to be more than just 4 days, I say 3 to 4 days of weightlifting, 3 to 5.
Yeah.
What else are we asking people to do?
Be active in all different ways. So like getting steps in has a major effect on your daily energy expenditure. 100%. Like everybody is different, but I know for myself personally, every mile that I walk, I'm burning an extra 100 to 120 calories. And it's so easy for me to get those steps in. Like, I mean, I'm granted I work from home, but if you have the ability to take phone calls while you're walking.
Yeah.
And then you can like, I mean, walk around the house, do whatever you can, but be active in other ways. That could be biking, it can be hiking, it can be doing yard work, it can be doing housework. Like that's still activity. It may not be exercise, like planned exercise, but that's activity. If you sit all day at work, get up every couple hours, go move around, walk around for 10 minutes.
Yeah. No, there's research that came out earlier this year. There's a direct link to walking and your morbidity rate, morbidity rate, right? So people who walk more live longer, right?
Yeah.
All right. Patience.
The one we hate.
The one we hate, right?
The one we hate.
Everybody, what do results look like? That's what I put in my notes. What do results look like? And we've covered this 1,000 times, right?
Yeah.
0.5 to 2 grams per pound a week, or 0.5 to 2 pounds per week is healthy based on how overweight you are, I guess.
Yeah.
But I tell people anything in the positive is positive.
Yeah.
Right. We've all had those people, and you've had them and I've had them, where they come in to me after 6 weeks ago, I've only lost 6 pounds.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? I was like, that's amazing. You lost 6 pounds in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Now that's scale weight, right? Like that can be deceptive because we've all seen those people who've lost 15 pounds, who lost 3 pounds that look like they've lost 15, right?
Right. Yeah.
But you have to be patient, right? And one thing that I think will help people, and I always give you credit for this, and I've more and more bought on this, daily weighing. Somebody sent me a link, and actually they posted in our group. There's an actual research paper that people who weigh daily are more successful than people who don't.
Yeah. You get to see your body changes every day.
And you talk about scale fear.
Yeah.
They see how they see the weight fluctuation so what she said was weigh daily, look at trends weekly.
Yep.
Right. Yep. Because let's be honest, there are days that I wake up at 215 pounds, and then I'll wake up at 218, then I'll wake up at 211, then I'll wake up at 213. Man, a lot of people ride that wave when they weigh weekly. Oh, I'm up a pound. Well, they don't know. Maybe that Wednesday they were down 4.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So talk more on that. I mean, comment on that.
Patience,
People are
patience.
scared
So
of that,
here's,
right? People are
yeah,
really scared. When I tell people to weigh daily, they're like,
yeah. I, daily weighing for me is something that always helps me no matter what phase I'm in. I'm in a maintenance phase right now. I hate the number on the scale, but I'm in a maintenance phase and I have to just, I like to just go in and see, like, you know what? That rice I had later than normal last night, that's what made me fluctuate. So when you get to know your body, you can almost start to predict what you're going to weigh, which is kind of cool. But relating it back to the patient thing, you guys have to remember that this is science, and science is never like your body is never going to be like a super known thing. You know what I mean? I don't know if that made sense, but like these numbers that you get programmed for you may not be the ideal numbers. It's not a perfect equation.
yeah,
And
we're throwing
the
a dart.
science is ever, yeah, the science is like ever changing with this stuff. So you have to be patient with understanding that the route you're currently on may not be your successful route. Like there are different routes of success. We're gonna find it, but it takes patience to find it. Like I have plenty of clients. I've started them off at a certain number for their calorie intake. We stay there for, 2 or 3 months and there are literally no results, none. And we have to keep playing with those numbers until we find
Yeah.
what numbers actually work. And it could be a number of reasons. Your body could be stressed out and just not ready to be in a diet. We have to find that maintenance calorie first. There's a
Yeah.
ton of reasons to why you might
Mike's
not
been
be
really
getting
good with
results.
that with clients that we have that are really like they're starting to get low in calories where I'm like, ooh, I don't like these number of calories.
Yeah,
Let's get on the phone with Mike.
yeah.
Mike will start looking at food quality, increasing their
Mhm.
calories, addressing their sleep,
Yep.
using all of these things that help them feel better and be healthy first. Because
Yeah.
man, lose fat and build muscle, you got to have some health,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
I've really been pushing like the sleep and non-stress activity a lot with clients lately, in addition to food quality, because you may have lost a few pounds just eating at those numbers, but then you may be stalling. If you eat like shit, your body is not going to perform. If you sleep like shit, your body's not going to perform. If you're stressed out all the time, your body is not going to perform. It's just not going to happen.
A good way to feel crappy doing this is to be at your caloric number, but eat crappy foods.
Yeah. Yeah. And you don't want that. We want you to feel good. If the weight loss is not like, if you're not feeling good while you're losing weight, like you're doing this wrong. That
So what
should
else I'm
not
gonna put in
be a thing.
here? I'm also going to put in. I had a client track their weight loss, and it's that crazy graph that we always say looks like the stock market, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the stock market has lately been trending down, right? So like she's up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. But then when you run a line through the middle of the graph, she's losing weight consistently over
Yeah.
time the last 3 months.
Yeah.
And that's what weight loss looks like. It's up and down, up and down, up and down here and there, but it trends in the right direction. I will put that
Yeah.
graph, I'll put her actual picture in here.
Yeah.
We got a couple minutes left.
Um,
Go ahead.
well, I was gonna a good app, if you guys don't know, a good app for tracking your daily weigh-ins is called Happy Scale, and it puts
Yep.
that graph together for you so that you can see that over time. So like you can make your own graph if you want to, but if you want a quick and easy app that reminds you to weigh every day, Happy Scale is fantastic.
Happy Scale.
Happy Scale.
Notes. um Other areas we want to cover. Okay. This is number 6. This is like our miscellaneous, etc., etc. Sleep, protein, food quality. Okay. Sleep. If you want to go into your Google machine and Google the benefits of sleep and the disadvantages of not having enough sleep, it will convince you that you need to pay more of attention to quality sleep. You need to cut off the
Mhm.
TV. You need to be in a dark room. You need to have a cool room. You need to go to bed and get up at the same time. If you do that for 30 days,
You feel so much better.
you'll feel so much better. Hormones issue. Listen, I truly believe poor sleep and the hormone and testosterone decrease in men is correlated.
Yeah.
Recovery, fat burning, brain functioning, alertness,
Yeah. All
you
of
know,
it.
all of it. And I'll put some other
Yeah.
things in this that like I keep Matthew Walker wrote the book Why We Sleep. Go buy that book. I'll put that in here.
Yeah. I think getting a sense of routine is one of the most important things that you will do, and sleep is a part of that routine. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day is massively a part of that routine. Aiming to work out around the same time every day, aiming to eat your mood, aiming to eat your food at the same times every single day. Routine is a huge part of this because those things that you start to do become habitual and you don't even think about them anymore. So like I automatically get tired now between 9:30 and 10 because I know I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
You know, there's nothing keeping me up. I automatically wake up between 5:30 and 6. I don't need an alarm because my body's ready to get up.
Mhm.
I'm ready to go work out. I automatically get hungry at the same times every day because I aim to eat at the same times every day.
I'll say this too. I have not, I've had gone through periods where I've done nothing that I change outside my sleeping habits, and I wake up leaner in the mornings. I'm telling you, it works.
Inflammation.
It works. Sure,
Yeah.
inflammation.
Yeah.
Um, it absolutely works. The grind until you die, like mantra, is leaving our culture. I really do
Yeah.
feel that way. We're having a
Yeah.
lot of people are like, no, I don't want to grind till I die. My body needs to rest and recover and work. And
Yeah.
I don't. Nobody wants to work until. Listen, there's no glory in working till 2 a.m.
No.
Right? But like Mike's had clients that get a new mattress, get their kids out of their bed, get their animals out of the bed, which is hard. Like, you know, my dogs are in my bed, but like they go get a cooler room, they take the TV out of their room, they stop staring at the screen, right? Um, Somebody made a funny post like, hey, if you want to affect your sleep and have a crappy day, right before you go to bed and right before you get up, grab this thing that's really, really small that fits in the palm of your hand that gives really bright light and has information to everything that goes on in the world to stimulate your brain, your phone.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Right. So we cover
Yeah.
sleep is a must. Mike, with his clients that are actually trying to just get healthy and fix some things about their body, Mike says your number one priority is sleep. Number two is nutrition. Number three is exercise. When
Yeah.
my clients put sleep above exercise and nutrition, it's pretty important because that kid's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Protein. That's another etc. Under
Yeah.
number 6. Protein builds muscle.
Mm-hmm.
Muscle stokes your body so you burn more calories, right? Mike's magic number is 100 grams.
Yeah.
For general population, especially when we get 100 grams a day.
Yep.
We
Yep.
say 0.7 to 1 gram per pound of ideal body weight.
Yeah.
Right.
Here's what I'll say about protein too. If you notice that you're coming in low every day, do something to change it. And that's something that I've been doing with a lot of clients lately. I'm like, you notice your protein is coming in under, right? And they're like, yeah. I'm like,
eat more.
do you want to do something to change it or you just want to leave it there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I just
eat more.
And that applies to anything. Like if you are lacking in any part of this, do something to change it. And if you're not sure how, ask questions.
Isn't it amazing that when the solution can be eat more?
Yeah.
Eat more
That's what
protein.
I want you to do. I
Here's
want you
what
to
I
eat
like.
more.
I like having clients that like they take their protein portion of their meal, which is meat, dairy. It's usually chicken, beef, turkey,
Yeah. Yeah.
dairy, whatever their protein is of that meal. Like because I do push a serving of protein at every meal, which is about the size of the palm of your palm.
Yeah.
When you do that, eat that first.
Mm-hmm.
Eat the protein first.
Yeah.
I promise you, there are times that you will eat less of the other stuff.
Yeah.
Eat your protein, eat your vegetables.
Or like I always encourage too, take your current shopping list because we normally buy pretty much the same things every week. Look for higher protein amounts. If your bagel that you like to eat for breakfast every day only has 5 grams, I guarantee you I can name 5 other brands that have more than 5 grams protein.
Greek
the
yogurt,
Walmart,
regular yogurt.
Yeah, Walmart brand of bagels has 12 grams of protein.
Yeah.
Like
that's how I got
good.
into Greek yogurt years ago.
Yeah.
Somebody showed me that
Yeah.
Greek yogurt had 22 grams of protein, the Oikos Greek yogurt, while the yogurt I was eating had 6.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, 22 is more than 6. And I'm
Right.
a mathematician, right? 100%. Especially like this. You know what I found? Ground chicken has nowhere near the protein intake as ground turkey.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, man, I need the one with more protein.
Right. There
right?
are ways around it. You've just got that, and that comes down to personal responsibility and being like, okay, this doesn't have enough protein for me. Let me look it up, or let me at least ask my coach. Let me ask Google, whatever.
Food quality. The last one we're going to touch on is food quality, and then I want to wrap some things up.
Okay.
Food quality is not essential for weight loss, right?
No.
Helps you feel better, makes
Mhm.
you feel more full, helps your body function better. And a lot of times when you tell people to improve the quality of their foods, so you say, hey, I want four servings of lean proteins and 6 to 8 servings of fruits and vegetables a day. I've had clients lose weight just by doing that.
Yeah.
They eat less calories, they feel better, their digestion's better, they're not as bloated, they're getting the micro and the macronutrients they need, they're less hungry, right?
Yeah.
Um, food quality
Here's
matters because we want to
yeah.
help people feel better. I don't like having people who I lost 12 pounds and I feel shitty.
Right. Well,
Right.
how you feel too has a direct relation on your decision making. If you wake up feeling really good, you're more likely to take other steps to feel good. If you wake up feeling shitty, you're more likely to grab shitty food,
Mhm.
not be productive, and probably have a few beers after work.
And if you sleep poorly, 6 hours, you eat 20% more calories the next day, right?
Science.
You have more cravings the next day. So we
Yeah.
have a minute left. I want to go. This is going to be consistency and compliance. What does dieting look like? One, we have to be honest. It's going to suck a little bit. There's going to be some hard things.
Yep.
Two, 12 to 16 weeks to see results, a year to make lifestyle change. Three, consistency is 80 to 90%, 28 days of the month. Lift weights, have patience. Those are the 5 things we want you to know. Okay.
Mhm.
If you have questions, we'll put links in here to get in touch with us. We'll put this on social. We'll put this on our YouTube. We'll put this on our Vimeo. Get in touch with us and we'll crush it from there. Sounds good?
Sounds good.
And
Bye.
bye.